you all for coming here on such short notice, and also thank you all for covering this event for us. We're asking for the public's help in getting this crime solved. But at approximately 12:29 a.m., the Tuscaloosa Police Department began receiving 911 calls concerning an individual who was shooting at the Copper Top bar located in downtown Tuscaloosa in Temerson Square. The first officers arrived on scene approximately 2 minutes after the shooting started. Once they arrived, they found several individuals who had been wounded. As a result of the shooting, 17 individuals were transported to DCH Tuscaloosa by paramedics and private vehicles. The suspect fled the scene and has not been located. The suspect is described as a white male, 5'7" to 5'9", and stocky build. There's a video of the suspect which has been posted on the Tuscaloosa Police Department's Facebook page and circulated to the media. We're asking anyone with information regarding this shooting or the shooter to contact the Tuscaloosa Police Department at 349-2121, the Tuscaloosa Metro Homicide Unit at 349-0518, or Crime Stoppers at 752-7867. And now I'll open the floor for any questions that you all have.
Chief, we've been hearing that this particular shooting in Tuscaloosa may be connected to some shooting in North Fork. Can you elaborate on that?
Right now, we're exploring that possibility and investigating that particular lead. We have not made a solid connection to that particular shooting in North Fork, but we are looking at that.
Chief, do you think someone was intentionally targeted there, or this is some sort of random deal, or somebody upset with that particular business?
Well, we believe, based on what we've seen in the video, that there was possibly the targeting of an individual who was inside the bar, or who the shooter thought was inside the bar.
Are the victims talking, and if so, have they said anything particular that they thought somebody was gunning for them?
So the victims are talking, but I can't go into what their statements are right now.
Chief, what is it in the video that leads you to believe that he was particularly targeting somebody in the business?
The fact that we believe that, or the reason we believe that it was not a random act of violence is because when he first walked up, there were people out there on the sidewalk, and he stood for several minutes watching and observing before ever firing a single shot.
Chief, do you know how many shots were fired and how many people were actually hit with gunfire?
Don't have an exact number on the number of shots that were fired. We think at least 11, possibly more. We do not know exactly how many people were hit by actual projectiles and how many were hit by shrapnel or other objects that were the bullets ricocheted off of.
Chief, you say he stood there for a few minutes before he began shooting. In the video, it looks like he had a weapon. Did anybody notice the weapon or try to do something at that point?
I'm assuming no one noticed the weapon or paid him much attention because we didn't receive any calls until after the shooting started.
Do you know what sort of weapon is shown in the video? It looks like a larger rifle of some sort.
It appears to be some type of military-style assault weapon.
Chief, what, if anything, will your department be doing as far as security in that area or maybe around town in light that this guy's still out there somewhere?
Well, we're actively looking for suspects as names come in and tips come in, the Crime Stoppers and the Tuscaloosa Police Department. In the meantime, we are going to increase our visibility in the area where we have our bars and our nightlife.
Chief, have you had anybody come forward that has said, I think this guy may have been after me? Do you have anything of that nature?
No.
Chief, do you have any status on the people that were hit or any of them in any kind of critical condition?
We've been told that one individual is in very critical condition and that 3 individuals are in critical condition.
What can you tell us your department's doing right now to try to solve this case?
We're actively following up on all leads that are coming in. We're actively looking for individuals whose names have come up as persons of interest in this investigation, and we're currently doing everything we can to locate the individual that may have done this.
Are state and federal officials being brought in to assist you?
Yes, we've reached out to our state partners and our federal partners.
Chief, the witnesses described 2 bursts of gunfire, a short one and then a pause and then a longer one. They say to them it sounded like automatic weapon fire. Do you know if it was automatic, semi, or somebody just squeezing a trigger quickly?
The only thing I can tell you is that the person was using some type of military-style assault weapon. I don't know the rate of fire from the weapon. We do know that shots were fired, and then the individual moved from one point to another vantage point and fired additional shots,
All from outside.
all from outside.
Chief, from surveillance video in the area, have you been able to tell exactly how the suspect fled? Was he on foot? Did he have a car parked somewhere?
As far as we know, he fled in the same direction he came from, and he was on foot when he walked up to the bar, and he walked away from the bar on foot as well.
People saw a car speeding away from the parking lot toward, I guess it would be toward City Hall, past where Mama Goldberg's would be. Was that somebody trying to get away, or might that have been the shooter?
We do not know at this time. We did get vehicle descriptions as officers were arriving on scene. Possibly could have been someone going to the hospital, because from everything that we know, the individual walked away from the scene.
Chief, there were several blood trails on sidewalks in downtown near the scene. Did your officers have to do any kind of search earlier this morning to see if some wounded person may have been behind a bush or somewhere in hiding for fear of their life or anything like that?
Yes, last night we canvassed the area with officers on foot and in patrol vehicles looking for anyone that may have been wounded. We also had a helicopter come out and use the FLIR system to see if we had anyone that may have been wounded that we missed.
Chief, what particular, in this particular shooting, are you looking for to see whether or not it's connected to the Northport case?
One thing that we'll be doing is we'll be collecting shell casings and be submitting those to the Department of Forensic Sciences to make that determination.
What can you tell us about the incident in Northport as far as what was going on, who may have been wounded, or that sort of thing?
About the only thing we know about the incident in Northport right now is that that call came in at approximately 11:47 p.m. and it was at a residence and not at a business, and there were at least 2 individuals that were present inside the residence at the time of the shooting, and one of those individuals was wounded.
Did either one of them live there?
I believe both of them may have lived there.
Did you have any leads on the suspect other than just his race and his height? Any new things that people could be looking for?
Right now, we do not. We're working with the federal government to get the video enhanced, and hopefully once we get the video enhanced, we'll be able to resubmit it to the media and put it on Facebook.
Chief, you basically said this guy was well armed and it appeared he may have been stalking someone. Are you surprised that no one was killed there as of yet?
Surprised, and I think the individuals that were there were very blessed that they were not killed. And hopefully we can get this individual off the street before he hurts someone else.
Chief, are any of the injured students?
Yes, 3 of the individuals that were injured last night are University of Alabama students.
Chief, any idea how many people were actually in the bar at the time of the shooting?
No, I don't have a number.
Some of the injured are also Shelton students, correct?
I'm not aware of any Shelton students.
Chief said he came back he left the same way he came. Do you have a specific direction on that, what that was?
He walked up the hill from 23rd Avenue, walked up to the bar, and then after the shooting, he walked back down the hill. Okay. Thank you all for covering this for us.